Alright, so now you've been using Google Classroom for a little bit and you've experienced, you got documents in there, you got students' work coming in, you've done entrance tickets and exit tickets using Google Forms and things like that. Just want to show you a couple of other things that could be utilized to kind of make your life just a little bit easier and cut down on grading time and everything else. So my screen right now is an entrance ticket from back in October. Alright, and what we can do here is, so I've created the form, I have all the other responses are here. Right? I was able to, and then I have a username that is here. Okay, so right now they've done that, and I want to be able to see who got what right in a very easy way. What you can do for this is you can use the application Flubberoo. Flubberoo essentially grades the work for you. Just kind of make an answer key and it grades everything for you, gives you a report and everything like that. So let me show you how we can do that. So on your responses sheet, you're going to click on Add-ons. Okay. Now I have it already here. If you don't have it here, you would click Get Add-ons. It's going to bring you to the Chrome. It's going to bring you to the Chrome store to get those things. Here's Flubberoo. You would click it, and then it would automatically do everything for you, and it will be there. Then all you have to do is click Add-ons. It will be in your file here. Okay. So for me, I've already graded the assignment, so I'm just going to regrade it. But what I want to show you here too is that you have, once you grade it, you can also share the grades. You can view the grade report, so that way all your data is already done for you, tells you exactly who did what and everything else. Through app added on, it's there. We're going to go ahead and regrade this assignment. All right, it's going to do its thing. It's going to want to upgrade. I'm going to say yes. Okay. Now here's your first step. You got to figure out how you want to grade it. There are different options. If you want something that you don't want because it's a personal response, you're just going to have to read it and kind of give feedback. You can skip the grading. Normal grading or grade by hand. We're going to stick with normal grading for now for the sake of it. Grade by hand is great for kind of like more written open responses. You can kind of give it a score, based upon what you see, a rubric that you have or things like that. You can kind of just give a raw score for that. For multiple choice questions, I'm going to go with the normal grading. I can assign point scales. I can go up to 10 points. I'm going to leave each one of those for 1 point. So as you can see, my questions, it has question 1, 2, and 3. I'm asking for the product. All right. Then I asked my students to grade themselves. So I did the skip grading here because I'm just going to look at that. And I'm also skip grading here because I want to know why they gave themselves the rank that they did and kind of make them self-reflective. All right. So I click continue. Now it's going to give me the username for everybody that's in. Okay. Now I submitted the response first, so those are the answer choices I'm going to use. Flubberoo is going to take whatever I put in, and it's going to say this is the right answer. And I click continue. Okay. Right now it's doing its thing. All right. And it's going to open up a new tab on the sheets, and everything's going to be done for you. Just give it a minute. It's going to tell you a little tip. So right here, perfect. Okay, so it's letting you know that they've created a tab down below entitled grades. So that's there for you. Okay, and then it gives you a little tip each time. It's always updating itself, so it's good to kind of take a look at these because you can learn something new each time you run the app Flubberoo. Okay, so as you can see, here's my correct. Here's my correct response. Oh, nope, that's a student of mine. So she got it all correct. So I can see that she submitted twice. I can see who got what wrong. So this student here, this person, they submitted once. They got this one wrong, correct. And then these two are not graded. I have to look at the other sheet for that. Okay, so to look back at those questions, I just click on student submissions, and I can see that student is right here. I can see that this is her. Why did she give herself that ranking? Because it's the first kind of math thing I learned besides counting and stuff, I guess she's trying to say. She's scoring herself high. However, we know now, sorry, that you didn't do so well because you got a couple wrong. Might have been hopefully just a minor mistake. All right, then it lets you know that this emailed grade. this is the next step that you can do. So right now, these students they haven't been told what their grade is yet. Okay, they're eagerly awaiting that. So what you could do for that is you go back to your add-ons, you go to your Flubberoo, and you're going to share the grades. Okay, when you share these grades, you're going to give it to them. You can give it to them via email. You can send it to them both email and Drive, or just you can share for the Drive for those students that don't have email. It'll go to their Drive. You can share it via email, which is what I do, or you can do it in their Drive and their email. Okay, so for students who don't have access to email, they can now accept it in their Drive. That's something new on the app. I just learned that by doing this video with you. All right, so I typically share the email with them. You can include the answer key so they can see, and then obviously you can give them a message. Now this will be a general message to all students. So it's, you might want to say, just take a look, whatever you want to write. That's optional to you. All right, and then you would click continue, and then it would go off to them, and it would be in their email, letting them know how they scored. All right, so that's using a Flubberoo on a Google form. Alright, so when we're done with the form, the other option we can use, so that's Flubberoo again, that's the app that you're going to use, the add-on, okay? Now the other thing, which is somewhat frustrating, and I learned this the other few weeks ago actually. It's another application that you can use. It's called PDF Mergy. Alright, so what you're going to do for this, say you're in your Google Classroom and you've created an assignment, and your students have all submitted their work, and now you've got their work, it's handed in, it's in their folders, it's everywhere, but you want to actually print it to give them a hard copy back, or with a score on it, whatever it may be. Okay, so what you're going to do for that is you're going to go ahead and go into your Drive. Alright, you're going to click, in your Drive, you're going to click New. Alright, this is the typical things you're going to see. You're going to click More. See, I have it here, but you may or may not have it if you haven't used PDF Mergy before. So you click New, More. I have PDF Mergy here, but if you don't, you're going to click the plus sign for Connect More Apps. Again, it's going to bring you to the App Store essentially, and you're going to search for PDF Mergy. Okay, and as you can see, this is the one they were going to use. It's the PDF Mergy. This PDF Merge is a little bit different. Okay, you want the PDF Mergy, I already have it. Okay, so now you've got it uploaded. You've uploaded it. Now it's into your arsenal here. All right, so we click More. We go to PDF Mergy. All right, now it's going to ask us. It tells you exactly what you're going to do right here. Click whatever it may do. This is something different though. Sorry. So over here is where you're going to want to pay attention. Alright, so you can select files from your computer, you can select files from your Google Drive. I click for my Drive. I'm going to take a look at, so now again, this is your Drive, you're going to look for something. So I'm going to search for a classroom. Okay, then I'm going to go into my literacy. I'm going to go to my promises to keep. I want lesson 2 because I know students actually have work in there from the other day. Okay, these are all my students' files, whether they're done or not. It's all in this folder. So as you can see, it's kind of taking its time to kind of load up. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to highlight whomever you want. Okay, and if you're not sure whose work is whose, you can just kind of hold your cursor over it, and it will tell you the student of who they are. Okay, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to do all the students, so the download won't take that long. So I'm just going to select one. Okay, so I click select. All right, so right now here it is. It's all ready to go. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to try. Let's see what I have to do. All right, so I figured out the solution now. So we're going to select the files from our Drive. Okay, it's going to load it up again. All right, I'm going to type in classroom. And then I'm going to go to I'm going to go to the literacy. I'm going to go to promises to keep. this is lesson 2. I'm just going to select a few this time around. As before, I just selected one. I'm going to select those top 4. All right. So it tells me exactly whose it is, that it's here. I'm going to click merge. Okay. It's going to take a little while for your files to be merged. All right. And then, so we just kind of sit and wait. Okay, so now that they're uploaded, you have the option to save the PDF to your computer or save the PDF to your drive. That's your preference. I'm going to go ahead and save it to the computer. Okay, it's going to ask for it. I'm just going to title this trial. Okay, and down below here it's started to. Okay, so now I've decided to save the PDF to my computer. I'm then going to go into all my documents and my downloads. I found it here under Child PDF. It's going to open it up when it's ready. Okay, and then here we have everything that this student has completed or has not completed in this aspect. It's all going to come out on one document, so it's a total of 15 pages of those 4 students. The only thing that you have to do and get your students in the habit of doing is usually on a document, what I'll do is I will ask them to write their name at the top of the document, because even though if I had this document here, I might just ask them, even though it tells me the title of the document is here, I always ask the students just to hit enter once, and type in their name, so that way I know who it is when I go to, if I decide that I'm going to print it. So I kind of have them getting in the habit of doing that. All right, and then of course then you can simply print your work, their work, by accessing it in the PDF. All right, so here it is, and then they just have their name on it, so that makes it easier for you to distribute back to them. All right. The other option too you had in that PDF mergey was saving the PDF to your drive. Same option. You're going to click the Save PDF to Drive. You're going to title it whatever you choose to do. Again, I'm going to do trial. Okay. I'm going to go OK. It's going to do its thing. Okay. And then it's prompting you right now to show PDF in the drive. You could do it that way. You can go into your drive, search for whatever you title the document. I'm just going to click Show PDF in Drive, and there it is again. Okay, and then simply you can print, and you can have the work done. All right. Thank you.